Hello, it feels like almost a year ago since I last said this, but tomorrow is Christmas Eve. It was a year ago. And while I do have a couple of videos planned for Christmas Eve itself, I wanted to put out a brief video tonight answering a simple question. Is Christmas Eve a federal holiday in the United States? And the reason I'm addressing this tonight is that on Twitter yesterday I saw a British and an American person discussing how weird it is that America gets Christmas Eve off and Britain doesn't. So is there any truth to this? Well, firstly, I should caveat this with two things. In my experience, just to set some context, it's not particularly common in Britain for people to get the day off work for Christmas Eve. Indeed, Christmas Eve is not a national or a public or a bank holiday in Britain. And while some British businesses may give their employees the day off or failing that allow them to leave early, this is less common probably because Christmas Day and the day after Christmas Day, otherwise known as Boxing Day, are themselves bank holidays. And the second caveat pertains to the United States. When discussing whether or not Americans get Christmas Eve off work, we have to first acknowledge that some Americans don't even get Christmas Day off work. Hello, I worked in a call centre for 3 years. Of course, they did pay me time and a half and several slices of pizza that were intended for management. But at the very least, Christmas Day is a national holiday in the United States. The same cannot be said for Christmas Eve. It's almost as if Blake on Twitter isn't a reliable source. However, there is still an interesting comparison between how Britain deals with Christmas Eve and how America does. For instance, while Christmas Eve isn't a federal holiday, it is a public holiday in 11 states. And those 11 states for holiday completists are Arkansas, Kansas, Kentucky, Michigan, North Carolina, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Texas, North Dakota, and Wisconsin. In addition to this, despite the bad reputation that America gets for not taking enough time off work, I would say that even outside of those states, like here in Illinois or Indiana where I previously lived, businesses are probably more likely to give their employees Christmas Eve off than businesses in Britain. And furthermore, again, while Christmas Eve might not be a federal holiday, there are slight exceptions to this depending on which day of the week Christmas Eve falls. And as it happens, that exception comes to the fore this year. Because the federal holiday, Christmas Day, falls on a Saturday, i.e. not a typical work day, Christmas Eve becomes kind of a de facto federal holiday. And so this year, more than previous years, more Americans are expected to get Christmas Eve off work. Alternatively, in this circumstance, the business might decide to hold the holiday on Monday, but in my experience, this is more likely if Christmas Day falls on a Sunday. Meanwhile, in Britain, because the two national holidays, Christmas Day and Boxing Day, both fall on the weekend, those bank holidays have been shifted the other side of the weekend, and Brits will get the day off work on Monday and Tuesday. That's it for this video. Let me know in the comments below if you're working on Christmas Eve. I'm Lawrence Brown. You can follow me on Twitter at LostInThePondUS, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that my videos don't get lost in the pond. Thank you as always to my patrons who make these videos possible. If you would like to become a patron of Lost in the Pond, you can do so today at patreon.com/LostInThePond. Until tomorrow's videos, good night